I'm staying relevant with my white sneakers because I feel like I have to, because every day I wear white sneakers at my job, so I'm matchy, trendy, fashionista.
Thank God you don't have to stay relevant in the music scene.
Thank God.
Yay. Oh, did I take half my tooth off? Don't. You're scaring me.
It's gone.
No, stop. Don't say that. I just freaking whacked my tooth on the microphone
It's
so hard.
I just tooted. Did you hear that?
I felt a rumble on the freaking couch.
I think I'm losing control
You mofo.
of my bowels. Like,
Why?
I honestly wasn't even trying to toot there, and it just like aired out.
Ew, you're scaring me. Ew. Hi.
Are we gonna put that in? Okay, I just tooted on
I guess you just did.
live podcast.
Har, 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 har.
Wow, and my straight kind of moment is related to this, so we're gonna really sound like a toot
You just
girl.
are like a tutti frutti girl.
Tootie
apparently.
tootie.
Oh wowza. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. Did you hear?
What?
Did you hear
Did I hear what?
about July 4th?
What about it?
That it's canceled. It's a tweet I saw. It says July 4th is canceled this year due to a shortage of independence.
I did see that freaking tweet.
Mm-hmm.
I literally did. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? That is true because we are having a shortage of independence because women, I have to sigh before I even say it. The Roe v. Oh my God. Why can I not talk right now?
Because,
go ahead. Why don't you go ahead here?
Roe versus Wade has been overturned. We as women now can no longer get well, it depends what state, but we no longer have rights to our own uterus and women's rights. But I will say we did have a whole episode on abortions with Dr. Sarah on episode 75. So go back and listen to episode 75 if you haven't yet, and it will give you resources and just support in general if you are someone who wants to learn a little bit more about the court case, I guess, with Roe versus Wade, and also what you can do to support friends, families, and yourself.
Dr. Sarah was like, this is pretty likely that this will happen, to be honest, like based on how things are going and going to the Supreme Court. So just know that she was aware and like she prefaced it with all the information you need to know. And she also sent us a video that we shared to our social media. So if you haven't seen that, I would go check it out there too. Of course, like whether you are 100%, thinking one thing, or maybe you're not totally 100% on what you want to think or what your opinion is on the conversation, have the conversations and educate yourself because it truly, truly is not the time to stop talking about it. In fact, we should be talking about it even more and continue the conversation on, like not 2 weeks from now. It shouldn't stop. This should continue on. These are our rights we're talking about. And wherever you're sitting, just educate yourself so that you can see other sides and see what you're thinking.
Don't stay quiet.
No.
Don't be afraid of people disagreeing with you because that's what we have to do right now. And that's why we're chatting about it quickly at the beginning of this podcast.
All I'm saying is my body, man.
Exactly.
My body, my choice.
But today, you guys, we're going to chat about all things relevancy, staying relevant in friend groups, staying relevant in fashion, staying relevant in social media. Staying relevant on July 4th, baby.
Wait, what are you doing for the 4th?
What am I doing? I honestly don't have plans yet.
Okay.
Might go to my parents.
Do you want to come over for a barbecue later?
Oh my God, I didn't have plans. But now I do.
We're going to be smoking a bunch of meat. Jordan's all excited because he got a smoker.
Oh, you're smoking the meat.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to say, I'll bring apple chicken sausage.
Oh, you can bring that too.
I always, whenever people have grill outs, and I'm like trying to like be a little healthy. And I love apple chicken sausage instead of eating like the wieners because I like them better. I'll bring my apple chicken sausage. And
Do you put it on a bun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
yeah. Or sometimes I just eat it I eat off 2 of them and I'll just dip them in ketchup.
I heard a rumor about a hot dog. Apparently every hot dog you eat like takes like 7 days off your life. Is that true?
That's probably not true.
It's probably not true, but I heard it. Where did I hear that?
Everything
Social media rumors.
Yeah, no, literally everything we eat is killing us. Everything we do is killing us. Just do everything in moderation.
Okay, there you go. There you have it. I am going to, if you're curious, if you wonder about me.
You ask a question to answer it.
Literally, I'm like, what are you going to ask me?
What are you doing for the 4th?
I'm so happy you asked. I am actually going to go on the water. And it's going to be really, really fun because we're going to be grilling before. And we're also going to the 4th of July street fair. On the 3rd, how do I say this?
What's that?
It's in Chan. It's really, really fun. It's like you go, we should go because it's really a blast. Like there's rides, like rickety old, like carny rides and like a lot of food, like really bad food. Like
is this the
cheese
Sunday
curds
then?
and cheese curds and like, whatever, cotton candy. And then there's like a beer tent and you just kind of like dance with your friends and it's really fun.
Wait, Can I come to that too?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Invite
It's actually so fun, but I will say last time I went there, I went on a ride. It was like a claw ride and they forgot to buckle me in. I barely got on the ground. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm not going to do that again.
Will you invite me so I stay relevant?
Yeah, of course. Oh my
Okay.
God. Relevancy.
Oh my God. Ben, do you have any plans for the 4th?
I do not.
Silly
no.
Benifer. You don't have any plans?
No.
You want a barbecue?
Yeah, I'm down.
'Kay.
I just don't really focus on that stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't even
I
need
haven't
to
thought about it yet.
I haven't really. I'm like,
Well,
last minute if someone invites me, I'll go. But I also am
That's-
not like I have to do something for the 4th. You know?
See,
One what's kind of messed up is like I also wait too because I want to see what the options are.
you want to pick the best plan. You
So then I'm
totally
like,
do.
Oh, you're inviting me. Okay, yeah. So sometimes
Noted.
I guess I do wait. And it's not because I wait because like, yes, I also don't really care if I end up doing something or not doing something, which is
That's
why
very healthy.
I'm just kind of like, but if something comes up, then I'm like, okay, yeah. But I do feel like, I mean, we're going to chat about this, I guess, right now, but there is a lot of pressure to like make sure, okay, well, especially 4th of July is such a big holiday. Like, am I going to get on Minnetonka? Am I going to get on the boat? Am I going to do this with all the friends? Am I going to fit in because everyone else is doing this? I think at the end of the day, it's like, what do you really want to do? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I absolutely do.
Do you feel that pressure?
Yeah.
Or have you felt that pressure? Because now you're on the lake.
Well, more so it's about like the pressure now is like hosting and being like the hostess with the mostest and like not offending anybody if they don't like, they're not invited or like they're not coming on the boat or like they don't, you know, they're not coming over. It's like, I can't host everybody, even though I love you all extremely deep. I just can't. Like Jordan has friends too. Like it's not going to happen. But I remember over the years and like 3+ years ago, like I'm like, no, don't worry. I wasn't like 25 while I was thinking this, but like it was the it thing to try to get to Big Island. It totally was. Like literally I would like hope to God and pray that somebody would ask me to come in their boat with them or like my friends would figure it out because
like DM the boys.
that's where
like,
everybody
hey,
in our
what are you
area
doing?
went. It was
Yeah.
like you would just go to that and I felt the pressure. And honestly, I had like 1 year that was fun and all the rest were not fun. Like I'm going to tell you right now, I was there the year that E. coli came hopping and popping around that little island. And
Everyone got sick after, most people got sick after 4th of July on Big Island in Minnetonka, which is the big lake if you're not from Minnesota. It's the big kind of lake in Minnesota.
I jumped in the water to cool down. A literal Lincoln log turd floated by me. Like literally floated by like its own little boat. I'm surprised there wasn't an ant floating on it, like going to Big Island. Like seriously.
I literally, when you said Lincoln log, I thought of a little ant riding it.
Seriously, that's what I'm picturing. And I was like, I did not just see that. There's no way I didn't. I just saw that. Like it was horrendous.
Disgusting.
I've been stranded there before on Big Island, like had to get picked up by random people, flagged it down with my like camera phone. I had a guy fall off the top of a boat one time when we were driving away. Everything was going spick and span and we heard like a little thud and he's laughing, whatever. And he like totally ripped open his leg. Like just like it's a lot. And you can be really, really stupid or you can be smart. You have to make the choice, but surround yourself with good people that you trust. Don't just go with somebody because you just want to go. And I'll tell you right now, it's not all that a bag of tips.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why I also like I haven't really cared that much about July 4th because I'm like, I don't really want to go to Big Island and be stuck out there. Like, I feel like I would have to be really, really drunk to have a good time. And I had literally had 4 drinks this past weekend and I still feel it today and it's Monday. So like, I'm like, I don't really want to be hungover on July 5th.
It's
like,
not fun.
But I get the appeal of it, but no, I being hungover on July 5th is not what I'm looking for.
Just do what you want to do with your people. Like literally find your little crew and like do something with them. And if you're not doing anything, don't freaking worry about it. Yeah. But there is that pressure that lingers of like, or it used to linger for me. It doesn't anymore, thank goodness. But like,
because you're on the boat though.
Well, no, no, I just would want to be with my friends to be totally honest with you. But like go to find like a cabin, like go on a boat, go on the lake, go to a downtown bar with all your buddies and like better wear the best red, white and blue outfit you've got. Like, you know what I mean? Like these weird social pressures that some people are thinking and you think everybody's thinking them and we totally made them up.
Yeah.
Like just, it's so stupid. It's like, no, honey, I would love to eat some pulled brisket on my porch in my backyard and then have some ice cream.
Yes.
That my dad smoked, except my dad is Jordan, so that doesn't work. But anyway.
My dad is Jordan.
No, come on. Okay, come on.
Daddy
Seriously.
Jordan.
I have a bad brain today.
Daddy Jordan.
No, I have a bad brain today.
Yeah, I mean, it's just funny because I think it was like a month ago, someone asked me what I was doing for July 4th, and I was like, girl, I don't know.
A month ago?
Yeah.
That's kind of a long time.
And I was like,
I was trying to think of what was I doing in June 4th.
It was a month ago. And I was like, I haven't even thought about it, but they were already worrying about
it's in May.
they were already worrying about like what boat they were going to get on, you know? And it's like, do people think like this? And I'm like, maybe people do. And I realize, like, I think as you get older too, I feel like the less and less it matters really to like try to be on a boat and do this and do that.
And the FOMO, like people get FOMO. They're like, what are you missing out on? Honestly, nothing. Like truly nothing. Like as I get older, I'm like, God damn, I just want to enjoy every weekend. And like, there's so much like pressure up to the 4th or used to be. I hope I'm not the only person that's thinking this, like, because there was like you just wanted to be doing the most fun thing and having fun with your people, but
you're definitely not the only one thinking this, because I remember in college I thought the same thing, and I feel like a lot of our listeners are college listeners. So
and never if you egg it on to be like this best day ever, best thing ever, you will always have way too much pressure on it and will never live up to your expectations. So go and chill, find something fun, be around the people you want to be around your fun friends, and just fucking vibe
and celebrate.
Have a beer
and celebrate not being independent and having women's rights.
Oh God,
sorry,
Lord. Oh boo.
Way to ruin the mood,
but
that's what we have for July 4th. So everyone, I hope we enjoy, be safe, and let's move on.
Random, but I just wanted to say everybody who came out to the event on what day was that? Holy crap! What day was it?
Wednesday
last week. Wednesday, yeah. Oh God, what am I? Why can I not think? Thanks for being there. We love you. It was a really fun event. We were outside at Summer Games. We'll probably post a picture by this time that you're hearing this in your ear. Other thing that I just need to like housekeeping that I need to say, check the link in our bio. I won't go into any detail, but if you want anything from Athletic Greens to BetterHelp to Manscaped, you can find it there. To our hoodies, to the clothes that Soph and I wear. Sometimes we post on that. It's not the highest priority on the list. Find it there. Ma'am, do you have a straight can of one for me?
Oh my God, we forgot.
I know. We're too busy chatting.
Yeah.
Chatting about the Ford.
I guess I need to start writing them down again, because this one was probably a week and a half ago, but me and Sid were at our meeting at the coffee shop.
Oh, jeez. I forgot about this one.
And
you little rascal.
I thought it had a silent toot, and it was the loudest freaking fart that's ever come out of me.
She thought she had a silent toot.
It ricocheted against the walls, and I swear more than one head turned, and me and Sid just bursted out laughing. Like there was no coming back from it.
I literally saw her like Fairly Odd Parents fly up from her seat, like little brr, and I'm like, I look at her and I go, no. And I see this lady lock eyes with me, and she just shakes her head, puts her head down, and puts her hand on her head. Like she was so disturbed that she farted.
I'm also like, I hate this because I feel like I'm really good at, like, if you were to toot, I'm really good at like, okay, it's fine. Like it'll, like, we'll move fast. Sid literally is so dramatic and lets everyone know that I farted. She like grabs her, if she has like a piece of paper, like waves it, like, and like puts her head back and like ducks away and like plugs her nose.
Well, you're the one that's going, don't smell. Don't smell.
I'm like,
and I'm like,
be
what?
chill.
Ew.
I'm like, be chill about it.
You're the one flailing, like, don't smell. And I'm like, oh, geez, did you fart? And then I'm like, oops, I said that out loud.
Or like you haven't even like smelt it yet. I'm like, just be careful. I'm warning you now. I just tooted. And then you're like, oh, I'm like, you haven't even smelled it yet.
I'll get up from the table. I'll be like, geez. And you're like, don't react. You get pissed. I'm like, yeah,
I
sorry.
do get pissed. But at that point, everyone knew. I was like, just react.
You did literally lift off the chair.
I just let you go for that reaction.
Silent fart. No, yeah, right. You knew that one was going to be a mess.
Not well.
Just saying. All I'm going to say.
But speaking of toots.
Speaking of them.
My Plant Daddy's bodybuilding. Lots of protein. Yeah. Lots of protein.
How many grams of protein, if you had to guess right now?
300 grams.
Holy Christ.
Like no carbs, all protein, and vegan protein, which is soybeans, which is tofu, which is protein powder, and vegan protein powder makes you just, so anyways,
wow.
I'm literally just
sexy.
What's like when you're like encapsulated in a room and it's a greenhouse? Hot box. My entire condo is hot boxed. So
this is horrendous.
No, it is horrendous. He's going to hate me, but you know what? I don't care. He probably won't even hear this. But yeah, so my friend Vanessa was in town.
Yeah.
And we're out hitting the town on Saturday night, like having a great time. She came back to my place. Pat was already sleeping. She came back to my place because she had to grab her bag or something.
Mm-hmm.
We walk into my apartment and the whole place.
No, come on. Seriously?
Mm-hmm. And he's in my room sleeping. The whole place stank.
No, come on.
Like, I was like embarrassed, but I'm also like, he's tooting. He's almost done. He's hitting that show mark soon. Like he'll be done farting soon. But she was laughing so hard. She's like, "You just get air freshener in here." I ended up sleeping on the couch
Why?
because it was bad.
What do you mean it was bad? You had to sleep away from him. That's how bad it was. So not only you're out your room now.
Plant Daddy, I love you. I do. It's just
He is really polite when he toots and I'm there.
yeah.
He
He
goes in the
outside.
balcony. I'm totally outing him right now. We're literally outing him. Everyone knows everything about you. Sorry, Pat. Love you.
He goes, "You can share anything on the podcast." I'm like, okay,
Okay.
if you do it. Like,
Don't give me free range because that's not good.
Yeah, so I guess I need tips on how to deal with your man's toots.
Oh
man.
boy. Anywho, God,
What's
you
your
little
straight
tootie
kid
magootie.
moment?
You two are like the Tootie couple. Tootie fruity.
I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Move on.
I want to say if I wrote that down really quick because I wrote down 3. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, so it was my friend's bachelorette party this weekend. And I've only been like 3, I guess. Well, that was my 3rd. But like they're all so different. It's kind of weird. But we got there. It was super fun. We went out one night.
Bachelor parties are hard in
They are
general
hard.
because you have to go in knowing you're drinking. And it's like
Knowing you're
ugh.
drinking, knowing that you're with girls that you don't actually know as much. I will say
Yeah.
that a lot of these girls I've known for a really long time. So I went in knowing that, thank goodness, right? And then there's always that little bit of intimidation factor of like, who am I going to meet? You know, like, what are they going to be like? Are we all going to jive? Like, we're here for her, you know, like it's her thing. And it ended up being a blast. We went out the one night and everyone's like, let's just kind of take it easy. Like we're all dressed up. We're like, let's just take it easy. Like it's going to be so fun. All of a sudden we went to dinner. We're at Hampton Social House and we're just like, all of a sudden everyone's words are kind of slurring. And we're all like, yeah, no, it's like really fun. And now like we're all like sitting there. People are crying. They're like, yeah, it's like really love you. Like we were totally doing exactly what every like drunk girlfriend group does. We go to this club. It was like a bar club. I don't know. I called it a club. We're hanging out. There are like people. Oh, I'm like, how many details can I share? I'm like debating as I tell this story. First of all, a 19-year-old was like, hey, I didn't know he was 19. He came up. He's like, hey guys, how you doing?
Ew.
And my friends provoke and they're like, yeah, come on, let him buy you a shot. I get up there and I look at him. I go, how old are you really? And he goes, 27. And I go, how old are you really? He's like, 19. I'm like, I knew it. I'm like, we're just being nice to you. I knew it. I'm like, God, this little freaking mofo. Anyway,
the confidence in 19-year-olds,
like, it's hilarious.
Sometimes below, yeah, they just have more confidence.
But the best part
swear.
about all of this was nobody wanted to or cared to talk to guys, and we just danced our butt off. Like no one wanted to do it. A lot of people were taken. A lot of people were single. Didn't matter. Everybody was there for the girls. And I kid you not, those are the most absolutely fun nights. We leave, we go to a cigar bar. We're smoking cigars. What? That's the most random thing in the world. This dad comes up to me, gives me his card, doesn't say anything. And I go, what? And he goes, you girls, you should call me tomorrow. He was from New York. I'm trying to do a New York accent. I'm failing miserably. He's like, I'll take you guys out to dinner. And I was like, what? I'm like, oh, okay. And he goes, I got a business. Check out my business. It's on my card. I'm like, well, what is your business? He's like, check it out. It's on my card. I look it up. He sells lifesavers.
He sells what?
Lightsavers? Is that what they're called? Like Star Wars? He sells.
That's
What are they?
his-
Wait, what are they?
Lightsabers.
Lightsabers. Sorry,
always
I don't
say-
watch Star Wars, so I don't know
always say
anything about it.
sabers, too.
Okay, is that dumb?
I even texted Ben. I'm like, you gonna pick up your fucking lightsabers? He left lightsabers at my house.
No, you did not. You brought him over?
No. I wanted to borrow them from Plant Daddy, and he brought them over to your place.
Wait, Plant Daddy had plant savers? I meant what?
Wait, what? Plant savers. Plant savers
You
now.
guys, I drank this weekend and I lost 20 brain cells.
That's literally what I'm getting at is my right eye is just there's nothing there.
Plant savers.
Plant savers. Anyway, I don't know. That was this whole
Wait.
business. I don't know where I'm even going with the story, you guys. I'm trying to like bleep out details.
I wanted to use them for a TikTok, and it just never
So
happened.
my boyfriend had
Yeah, those were your boyfriends.
lightsabers.
Yes.
Sabers.
Yes.
He doesn't have them anymore.
They're gone. You got rid of them.
I think I threw those fuckers away.
Brown down the street, Brown Goodwill or something. Anyway, long story short, we left the bar. We were like totally, it was so much fun, but we're all chatting, waiting for our Uber. We're all kind of like mumbling to each other. And one of our friends like comes up and she's like, hey guys, what you do? Oh! And just plants, like literally like face plants onto the pavement. And she knocks a whole planter over, hits her tooth.
Oh god.
And she's like, oh, on the ground. We couldn't stop laughing. We were laughing so hard. She was completely fine. We made sure. Obviously, she got up. Her tooth is wiggly.
no.
Her tooth was wiggly She ended up like bruising her arm a little bit, but like she
She's gonna
literally
have-
got up like
so
a trooper.
Is her tooth gonna get pulled?
I don't know. That's what
I
we're waiting
bet.
on.
Yeah.
But she just like didn't see the planter. Like she like hit her toe or something and she just went pop, face plant. And then we sang like weird songs and came back to the house and that was the end of the story. But that's
so
just
straight
like
kind of moment. Just the whole weekend.
the whole
pretty
weekend.
much.
There's a lot of details that I've just decided that I shouldn't share. That's why I'm like telling this like random story that everyone's like, oh, that's good, Sid. But I'm respecting the privacy of others. Okay.
Yes.
Long story short, there were some moments, but I'm gonna keep myself.
I
to
think the
respect the privacy of
the
others.
cigar is what did it for me.
Why was I puffing a cigar?
That's funny. I actually love, so my dad smokes cigars and I love the smell of it.
They're good
it's
sniff.
like, it reminded me of like my dad grilling. Like I love that smell. So I sometimes when he smokes it, instead of like actually sucking it, or like inhaling the smoke.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to inhale them though.
Well, you do a little, but you don't inhale it into your lungs. Like you
Yeah.
inhale it into your mouth almost.
Yeah.
But I'll just like kind of bite on the end so I can get the flavor. It's so
Ooh,
weird. Yeah,
interesting.
because I do kind of like the smell and the taste.
They do kind of smell good.
Mhm.
I do remember one of the details that I was going to share that's straight candid. It's very short.
Okay.
Long story short, Thursday night, there's this guy at the bar. He came alone. One of the girls thought he was cute. She's like, talked
Red
to him a little
flag.
bit. Red flag. I go, that's weird that he's here alone. We weren't even talking to like guys in general, by the way, at all. Like, but he just like kind of lingered. I was like, that seems kind of weird. Anyway, we go to this place for dinner the next night. He
There
comes
again.
and sitting at the bar alone. And I was like, what the hell? Like,
That's a little more
that's
normal,
weird.
but the fact that you saw him the next night.
no.
Yeah.
Then so he's there the next night.
Yeah.
And like someone said hi to him or whatever. We go to the bar. I see him across the bar, like standing, like not talking to us. And then I see him at the cigar lounge, like right there. He's following our friend group. Turns out he was coming up to the girls and like having conversations with like two of them that he thought were cute. And he would grab their neck like this, like grab their neck on the back of their neck when they were talking
while he
to
was
them.
talking to them.
Yeah. Like one of them got a bruise from how tight he grabbed her neck.
What?
I
She
have
got a
no
bruise?
idea. Yes. That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my whole life. Like, talk about creepy, intense man.
Yeah.
Like, what? And she was like, whoa, what are you doing? And one of them was like, I didn't want to say anything because it was so awkward. And it's like, that's sad that
Wait,
you
wait.
even, like, that she,
If
like,
it
felt,
was tight enough that it was a bruised,
she, like, said,
I would have punched him in the face.
No, I would have too. But you have to remember, like, some people are more, like, uncomfortable with the, like, social aspect of, like, how awkward that's going to be when they, like, address what's happening.
When they pull
rather
away
than-
from being bruised.
Yeah. So if you're
That's
out there, yeah, I
fucked.
don't know. So anyway, long story short, watch out for the creepers because the ones, if they're giving you heebie-jeebies the first night, they're probably
It's-
going to give you heebie-jeebies the second night.
Shout out to the girl who came up to me at the event, but she just shared a story. I was gonna share it as a straight candid listener moment, but it kind of relates to this instead because I think it's not the one I have for later on.
Okay, yeah.
But so she met this guy on Hinge, and first of all, his name was different than what his actual name was in real life. They had the same first initial, but they were different.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a little sketchy, right?
Wait, that was weird. Okay.
Yeah. And he like sent her like a creepy video over text of him like walking on the stairs and being like, hey, it was like the cringiest video. She emailed it to us. You should watch it. He was like, hey girl. He was like, I'm so excited to see you tonight. Like, catch you later, girl. Like it was, I can't even really explain it, but he was like, just hitting my cardio today. And he was old, like older, like 40-ish looking.
Okay.
And so this girl is very liberal. Like, and I know some people have very, they're not even going to go on dates with people that don't have the same values of them.
Yep.
And this is one of them. She was like, I did make sure we aligned with like certain topics like abortion and certain topics like who to vote for and who he did vote for before I went on this date because I'm old. I'm not wasting my time.
Good for her.
And so she
your
shows up
values.
to this date because at first he wanted her to come over and drink wine in a hot tub. She was like, not creepy. Let's meet somewhere in public, right? So they go to this date and he's like ordering decent amount of drinks, eating. She later finds out that he is definitely a Trump supporter. And he was like, well, why does that matter? And she was like, oh, well, like I just wanted to, like I asked you before and you kind of lied, you know? And then all of a sudden he goes to the bathroom and after eating and drinking a lot of food, doesn't come back.
I knew it. I was just going to say.
So she goes, I think he literally is going on all these dates and like getting girls to pay for shit. And
So he just tells them what they
leaving.
want to hear.
Yeah, tells them what they want to hear and like maybe get something out of it, obviously. So I was like,
What the
she was like,
hell?
watch out. I should say his Hinge name.
I
think because that's not his real name. His Hinge name was Austin.
Weird.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
so
creepy.
So watch out, y'all. I'll tell you what he looks like if you DM me. So if you want to like screenshot, be like, is this him? Let me know.
Oh my God. Weird.
Yeah.
Ew, I don't like that at
gross?
all. I
No.
don't like that at all.
No.
Ooh.
Okay, but actually getting into the topic, I think today. So we kind of talked about it previously about July 9th.
30 minutes later.
Yeah, right. We talked about relevancy in general. So like how to maintain relevancy in your friend group, in fashion, in social media, and just like the societal pressures of staying
Relevant.
up to trend. Yeah, relevant
'Cause it's not
everywhere in
fun.
life. Yeah.
It's not fun. Like it feels like you're always one step behind no matter what category it is. And like we'll dive in each category in specific, but I always feel like I'm behind. Like for instance, starting with literally just friends, right?
Yeah.
Like just being relevant. Like right now, I actually have a good circle of friends. Like I like all my friends and I like my boyfriend. But I worry about, am I not giving enough? Like, should I be trying harder with some of his friends and their like couples? Like, should we be like, keep, getting close to them and staying relevant in their friend groups?
Why aren't they asking me to hang out as much as I ask them to hang out?
Yes. Like that's like the first example. The other ones are like, well, my friend is really close with this girl and I feel like I could be friends with her. Like, am I going to sacrifice a different relationship and be friends with her because like they all hang out and that would be more convenient, you know what I mean? And like that would be like the friend group that I would like hang out with majority of the time because they're the ones that live here.
Yeah.
Like it's just like you get all these like weird emotions and maybe I'm a grade A overthinker.
Yeah.
But like with friends, it's difficult to figure out, okay, who is actually worth my time right now? And is it worth making more friends right now? Or am I like totally good? Like when I sit back and I don't want to make friends, I'm like, is that wrong?
We just had this conversation too during our meeting, which is why we're like, we should chat about this because I think we've both rubbed off on each other.
Yeah.
So for example, Sid is very good at like, I want to like expand my circle. I want to get to know a lot more people. Like, and she is very like, you meet up, you do social things often. Like, and I'm a little bit more, I definitely take a step, like I have maybe like my closest friends don't even live in Minnesota, so it's something that I don't really have to like do something social every week if I don't want to. And I just like sit with my current friends and I never worry about making new friends unless it somehow just like enters into my life. But I will say, since I've met you, like I have been actively trying to like, okay, like I do think this is an important trait to have to try to reach out to more people and like make my circle a little bit bigger. So yeah, like that's rubbed off on me a little bit. And I don't think staying relevant, I guess, in friend groups with your friends is always a bad thing. It's just if you take it overboard.
Yeah, if you obsess, right?
You obsess about
and
it.
Staying relevant is not like, ooh, like, are they cool? Do they hang out with the cool people? It's more meaning like, are they doing the things that I want to do? Are they thinking of me? Like, am I one of the people that they text when they want to go do something? Or am I the one that's going to see them hanging out on Instagram and feel like, damn, I didn't get the invite. I wonder why. You know what I mean? And you think these things like go away post-college and they just don't. But not in the way that you think they are. Not like, oh, they must hate me because I'm not there. It's like, oh, geez, does she not value me as close of a friend as I value her?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the one that kind of hits me. Where I'm like, oh, damn.
It goes both ways too, because it's like, how do you, as someone who has like a friend group, if you're like, okay, well, I want to do this event, but I know it's going to be a little expensive. And so I'm going to invite these 3 friends that I know can handle it. Or I'm going to do this event and it's going to be, I can only invite 2 people, but I can't invite my other friends. So as the person doing the inviting, I think inviting cliche inviting, how do you go about it without hurting someone's feelings? Because I don't really have an answer, I'll be honest. I always accidentally over invite, which is why I never do expensive things or things where I have to have a certain amount of number, because I'm always like, come meet me in the park for my birthday, everyone's welcome, more the merrier. I literally always do that because I get anxiety around it.
Same.
But you can't necessarily when you have a boat.
I got in trouble for it a few times.
From your friends?
No, from Jordan.
Yeah, but how do you invite your friends without hurting other people?
You can't.
You don't.
No, you can't. People will, if they take it that way, then they're assuming intent and it's wrong.
Exactly.
Or like what I'll intentionally do, like my really, really close friends, and I've said their names on here before, like in sporadicness of like, or like with you, I'm like, I'm not going to invite you. Like I've told you, like I'm having these people on, but we'll have a boat day.
Yep.
Like it's like, it's
or
not,
like come to the
I'm
barbecue
not
after.
intending to not invite you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's not intentional like that.
Yeah.
It's just, it's extremely stressful. And honestly, what Jordan and I were talking about is like, sometimes it becomes a chore. Because it's like everyone needs something and you want to make sure they're having a good time and like, oh my God, is everyone having fun?
Yeah,
like,
the
oh
host.
God.
That's stressful.
Oh my God, anyone need food? Ooh, that's why I pack so many snacks. And then I end up spending like a shit ton and I don't want to request people because it's like, well, maybe they didn't want to pay. I don't know. Like,
no, I feel like
I'm
you should
horrible.
be like, you bring the charcuterie board, you bring the drinks, they're coming on your boat.
I know that's true. Maybe I should
But I also,
that.
Back to the conversation about inviting certain people. I also think it depends who's on the receiving end because some people, I actually heard about this, and we all know this, but attachment styles. So how you interpret that is going to be kind of, for me, it's kind of who I end up being friends with. Because if someone is
good point.
if someone is really offended by things like that, I'm like, I don't got time to sugarcoat everything. I don't got time to be like, I want to be friends with this person, but you're friends with them. Are you okay if I take them out for coffee even though you're not there? Like that, I just like, it's like
you've rubbed off on me on that.
I'm like, I can't do that.
You've rubbed off on me in the best way, like on that side too of like, literally I feel like, okay, I don't need to be besties with everybody. If someone's giving you a weird vibe, I'm like, nope, we're going to get away. Like, why am I here? All of a sudden I'm like, oh God, because I did used to be a people pleaser. So it was hard.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this of like, when you were talking about inviting people to things and like friend groups and like, let's say like bachelorettes, like I was just on one, like this one in particular was very reasonable. I think they did a phenomenal job, but like in some cases, bachelorettes can be fucking expensive.
Oh my gosh. Sid, the fact that you bring this up, I was on my way here listening to a podcast and they did a whole episode on friends and money and how like certain, and we could do an entire episode.
Oh my God. Well, then I'll save a lot of it. But all I'm going to say is like you're sitting there, you're like, I really want to be there for this person. I feel honored that you invited me, or I'm close enough to be in that circle that like gets to be there. And then you're sitting there and you're like, I can either go and feel like, okay, I went and I'm like so excited to be there, but I'm going to go in debt. Or you can not go and risk them being like, sorry, I can't come, when it can be interpreted like, oh, you can't be there really, but like you're going out to dinner still. It's like, what one do you do? And then risk maybe your relationship getting a little more distant. Like you're like, what the heck do I do?
There was a statistic in this podcast I was listening to that was saying like, would you go in debt to stay trend with your friend group? And it was like 40% of the people answered yes, like absolutely no questions asked. Like I would go in debt to go do what my friends are doing to stay relevant. And because friends, it is a lot of quality time. And it's not always like you just go, it's like, let's go meet somewhere. Let's go spend money. Let's go drink. It's like spending time and spending money at the same time to like connect with your friends a lot, which kind of sucks.
That's weird that you were listening to this, right?
Yeah.
As we were like thinking
I was
about
trying to think of like what else we could bring up about it. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
It's all of those things. It's like, and even the trips, right? Like we have like college friends that want to go on trips and all this stuff. And like, for instance, I was lucky. I was visiting my sister when one of our college trips happened. I haven't seen these people in like 2 years plus. I like debated changing how long I'm in Europe for, seeing my sister, just so I could see both. Like I want to do both. Like I want to be there. Like, oh my God, what if they all become close? And then all of a sudden they don't invite me to New Year's anymore because like Sid doesn't come. Or like when I feel burnt out and I tell people I just can't come, like they don't invite me anymore. Like I've had that happen too, where it's like, I don't have capacity.
I'm at that point, but I also, this is so bad to say, but I'm like, I don't really want to go.
And you don't need to.
So like,
that's what I'm trying to teach myself.
That's okay if you don't invite me because to be honest, I don't really want to go.
I am like, you're rubbing off on me where I'm like, yes, I know. You're like, I don't need to be there when I literally have a side migraine because I'm so exhausted. But I still ended up going. I literally trained my body to like do that because I'm like, I want people to, I used to be, it's like the people pleaser not quite rubbing off. You know what I mean?
And I think a lot of our listeners kind of see probably both sides of it. Like, and I do think it is the way you look at it. So, and they're probably looking at us like, oh, we thought you guys just invited to everything all the time. But like, for example, like one of my really good friends is getting married and she did a mini bachelorette And she's doing another one, like a cabin weekend where she can invite everyone. And everyone has the money, the means, the time, the schedule. And at first, you know, like your initial reaction is like, oh shit, like I wasn't invited to that. But then I'm also like, oh, I totally get it. Like that would have been expensive for me. She's been texting me like every other week about how I'm doing. And every single time I'm like, I'm a little busy, like stressed. Like, how are you? Like, she probably was like, I'm just going to save her ass and invite her to the cabin one. So like,
so you don't feel obligated.
For me, it was like, it's the way you look at it. And I think, I don't think you can let those things like that bother you at all.
It's not worth being bothered by it.
It's not worth being bothered.
I will say too is like, if you're really worried about it, another thing is like the styles of communication and love languages and friends. Like we've talked about this vaguely before.
And attachment styles.
And attachment styles, right? Is like one of my really good friends. She literally told me the other day, she's like, if you didn't text me for 2 weeks, I would not think twice about our relationship, Sydney. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good point. She's like, I wouldn't, because that's not my love language. I don't need to worry about that. And I know our relationship's strong enough. So you don't need to worry about me, because this is so embarrassing. I'm about to be really like embarrassed.
Okay, let's hear it.
I had to write down all the people that I should be keeping in touch with during a week, let's say, like a week or 2 week span.
A week? I literally don't keep in touch
with.
I literally text my mom maybe. That's like the only person I make sure I text once a week.
But then I wrote down like the people that I'm like, babe, every maybe 3 months I should talk to them or like check in.
That's exhausting.
Oh, I know. And my friend came over on The Bachelorette and she's like, I don't do a good job of doing that with you. And she's like, and I wouldn't think twice about it. She's like, this is probably not productive. She's like, I get what you're doing, but you have to think again. Like it's not like that. And I'm not, I was trying to do was be like, look, Sid, you've got good people in your life. Make sure you're caring for them. That's how I think of it. Like, I'm like, make sure you're caring for them and make sure they know that they're loved by you so that you know it's reciprocated, etc.
And I think there's a balance. Like that is important.
But
maybe I got not home every week.
I got home and I crumpled that little piece of paper up, because if I really need to write down who I'm close to and who I'm like semi-close to and relevant, like just like friends from ASU, I'm like, I know who my good friends are from ASU. I can text them every once in a while when I think of them. And I just crumpled that piece of paper, but I threw it away. And I'm like, that was causing me anxiety and I had no idea.
And keep in mind that it's also like, it's the type of people that you maybe don't even see or talk to for 4 or 5 months, but then you hang out and it's like just like old times and you don't skip a beat. Those are the kind of people where you're like, okay, like that's how, like a lot of my good friends, that's how it is. Like we don't keep, like I'll FaceTime them maybe once a month or something if they don't live here. And then it's just like you catch up, and then it's not like the more you communicate with someone, the closer you are. It's the actual meaning and feeling you get and respect towards each other when you're with each other.
Yeah, totally.
You know,
because I've got good friends. Even one of my friends, we don't talk all the time at all. Actually, she's in school and she's busy as shit. And like when she's one of my best friends, I'm one of her best friends. We already know that. It's like literally it's easy. We remind each other that like once in a blue moon, just like, hey, by the way, I know you're hella busy, but I'm thinking of you and you're rocking it. And like we've like a Venmo or $5 for a coffee or vice versa. You know, it's just like
cute things.
So
I love.
Anyway, again, I just want to reiterate, like relevancy is not about being with the cool people. It's not like that. It's like being relevant with the people that you actually care about.
I was going to say like the easiest thing for me, because I'm very similar where I have like a bunch of friends but I'm too busy to be texting every single one of them. But my thing is like when I'm on social media, if I see something that reminds me of someone, I just immediately send it to them or like tag them, just like, yo, this made me think of you. Like, hope you're doing well. And then maybe we can catch up really briefly, but like just having the little connections there so that like, hey, we are in the same state. Like that gives an opportunity for us to like go grab coffee.
It stays in his wheelhouse too. It's like stuff he's already doing. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's easy.
Sometimes when I'm taking a poop on the toilet, it's a perfect time to text your friends like, hey, thinking of you.
Want to know something psychotic? First of all, now I'll know when you're texting me and I'll just be like, hee. I'll send a little emoji.
I actually said, we're acting like we don't already do this. We literally send an audio message.
I know, all the time. You know what?
Send audio messages back and forth of us both on the toilet. Like,
2 things. Bad. That's the truth. What? Oh, low battery on our phone. 2 things. One, when I got on the plane, I had 350 something text messages. Some were from my birthday. That's in March. Some of them were from Christmas time. Yep. In my phone. That's how much anxiety I had.
That's what you get for texting people every week.
I know, but guess what? I caught up. It's now down to 20, and I'm never going to let it go higher than that. And have like ended conversations that didn't really need to be like continued. Not in a way of like, I don't like you. It's more like, I just don't
Heart
need to be
emoji,
talking
like
to you.
don't need to go back and
Yep,
forth.
whatever. Number 2 is that it's cool to see where we are in our friendship too, of like, remember when we used to have like text anxiety because we just had so much going on and we needed to like, but then we wanted to be friends, but like it was like we had so much work stress so we like couldn't be. It's like, it's so easy now, and we actually like talk to each other at like friends, and then we talk to each other and respect each other like business people too.
Yeah, we gotta
like, it's
do
like
both.
We do both and it works. Like we're literally, you are like Jordan's relationship mirrored. Like it gets better with time. It's like kind of crazy.
I agree. I was just gonna say like
we started way down here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
We definitely had like,
we had a rough patch.
We had so many different conversations. Like, this is the way I function. This is the way you function. And I mean, like, you guys think we've had smooth sailing. I remember one time you almost walked out of the coffee shop, and we were like, oh God, we got to figure this. My gland hurts.
My right gland hurts. That's why I'm rubbing it. My lymph nodes
are so swollen. But I think that's what's so important about even this conversation is like, we did push past it. And
we did.
And we just learned about each other. So
absolutely we did.
Cute.
Speaking of cute, you look fucking cute today. No. You little fashionista. Yeah, you do. Because I love those shoes.
Oh, thanks.
Ooh, another thing you have to stay relevant on.
Dude, I literally was just thinking, I forgot what we were talking about. I was like,
smooth operator.
I was like, thanks, sis. I was like, that's so nice.
Operator. Transition like a motherfucking queen.
Fashion though. Yeah.
Dude.
Just got this is my.
Don't laugh at me.
This is my maybe 8th pair of white tennis shoes that I own because I'm staying relevant with my white sneakers because I feel like I have to, because every day I wear white sneakers at my job, so I'm matchy, trendy, fashionista.
Thank God you don't have to stay relevant in the music scene. Anyway, anywho, I will say fashion is a struggle for I think both of us. We both have closets that need help, but truly what like the shitty part is when you think about it is like, I'm totally a part of the person supporting the like Zara, H&M, Forever 21, Princess Polly.
You want to know why?
Fast fashion bullshit.
Yeah, it's fast fashion, bad for the environment.
Horrible for the environment.
The thing is we know it's cheaper, and we want to stay on top of the trends that literally switch the next day. Like all of a sudden, all my skinny jeans are irrelevant now. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to go spend $150 on a pair of nice pants that are going to go out of style in the next month. So let's go to fast fashion. So I don't know what the answer is.
I'm never going to wear low-rise jeans again. I'm never going to wear low-rise jeans, low-rise jean shorts. I'm also like not in my tip-top shape that I would like prefer to be in. And even if I was, I would have a muffin top out the top of my pants wearing low-rise.
Oh yeah.
Even when I was this
talking
skinny,
about because low-rise is in.
Low-rise is coming in. Even if I was literally the pipsqueak I was like 3 years ago, I would still have a little muffin on the top. Everyone does.
I think a lot of people listening are the same way. If I was strutting in low rise, I would.
Honey,
just imagining it.
My butt crack would be out the top. Like, don't even fucking sleep on that because it's literally butt cheeks out the top. Like, not cute. The problem is you see everybody with the newest clothes, with the newest style, with like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's adorable. You go out, people are dressed like that. Mm-hmm. It's like and you dress for other girls. I truly believe that.
Yes, you definitely
for
do.
yourself, of course, but for other women.
My clothes are not not always male gazy. Like girls are like, weird. That's kind of ugly. That it's cute. And I 100% dress for girls. And I think that's the other thing is like when it comes to fashion, it's so hard to find your own style. And then you always like are looking at other people, and it's like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be like or what I'm supposed to wear.
I literally wrote that same exact thing down of like, I've been so influenced by other people's postings and other people seeing other people at bars and like Instagram and things that people find on TikTok and all these things of like, I'm like, oh, I should get that. Oh my God. It's like, it's $20. I'm going to buy it. Like, duh, it's a new shirt. Like,
it's
wear
$20.
It once.
I'm going to buy it.
Like, psychotic. And I'm like, why do I do that? It's like, why am I breaking the bank? I did something bad. I overspent bad. Overspent bad. And you know what? I go in and I look in my closet. None of the shit is fulfilling. None of it is high quality, like in this specific instance. And I'm probably not going to wear it.
Yeah. And
I just went over credit card debt and I paid it off. But like, it's like I literally overspent, and now my savings is lower.
I overspent.
That's shitty.
I overspent a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lots of fitness.
Oh, I thought you were showing me something. I'm like, what am I supposed to look at?
Lots of fitness things.
Yeah, see?
What the other thing I want to destigmatize too is like on Instagram or social media, re-wearing clothes. Like,
why is that such a weird thing?
It goes in my head too. I'm like, well, I already posted a picture in this. I can't wear it again. I think, see, Ben's laughing because he doesn't get this, but girls do this. Like, if you've posted a good ass photo in this outfit, you know you won't wear it again and take a picture in it. You know it's irrelevant already. So
like
there needs
a
to
real
be
thing.
Yeah, there needs to be some sort of way. So for example, I had a wedding, right? And I have no shame about like trying to budget and like trying to find cheap things and like share with girls, like other girlfriends. I'm like, does anyone have a dress I can wear? So my issue is I do know what my fashion is and my style. And I really wanted to wear a cute dress this wedding. And I had people being like, here, I have this dress. Just none of them felt like me.
Yeah.
And I feel confident when I wear clothes that are like a little more like edgy, I guess, and like different.
Yeah.
So that's where my struggle comes. I'm like, well, it's cute, but it's not me. So I'm going to buy my own. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to buy this dress. And then I was like, fuck, I just bought an $80 dress for one day and I already posted in it. So now what do I do with it? Probably should sell
Normalize wearing it at another wedding.
Yeah.
At another wedding, who cares? It's your wedding dress. I have like 3 go-to wedding dresses.
Okay, smart.
I've worn them over and over again. I wore one to Callan Hand's wedding.
Yeah, that was so cute.
And I'm going to wear it again.
And post
I'll probably
a
wear it
picture.
in like 2 weeks to another wedding.
Post a picture?
Yeah, I'll post a freaking picture in it. Are you kidding me? Yeah, and I'll say I re-wore this dress, honey boo boo.
I have
Yeah.
a question. Do girls like point it out? Like if you guys are on Instagram, you're like, oh, like she wore that.
No,
Guys
no.
definitely don't.
We would never notice.
Never do that and never notice.
We would
But
never notice.
as the poster, you're like, oh my God, it's one scroll down. I wore the same outfit.
Or it's like, oh my God, well, they probably think I'm reposting this picture because I thought there was too many to choose from that I looked good in, which is just not the case at all. But you're like, you think these weird things in your head and you're like, I'm not going to post it again.
Fitness.
Wow, we're psychotic.
Don't you think that fitness clothes are different though?
Oh my God, yeah. I
Yeah.
rewear my, I don't even give a
like
shit.
you can repost the fitness clothes, but if it is a outfit, if it is like you're out for the night, you will not post again in that photo, in that picture, in that what? Outfit.
In that who? You know what sucks too is like you find something and you're like, you know what? I found this in my closet and I feel really cute in it. I'm going to wear it to this event and I'm so excited. And you get there and people just have the newest, coolest shit on and you're like, oh my God, that's so much more me. Like, I wish I was in that dress. And they're like, yeah, I bought it. You know, it's like $100 dress. And I'm like, yep, I can't afford that. Okay, cool.
So
and it's like, then you feel just like the merpy person. Like, you're like, merp. No one cares about my little outfit. That sucks.
You know what you should do then?
I don't feel good. And then I'm like, damn it.
You know what you should do is get that girl's Instagram or her number and ask her to wear it. That's what I did. Allie, so my girlfriend Allie from Barry's, she went out on Friday night, had the cutest shirt on. I was going out Saturday night.
Yeah.
She posted in it, but I didn't post in it. My followers don't follow her followers, and people she saw aren't going to see me. So I text her. I'm like, will you bring that shirt to Barry's? You can be my guest for class. She's like, sure. I wore it the next day. And I didn't have to pay for it. Bring it back to her. Like, start sharing clothes. Start
normalize sharing clothes.
Normalize sharing clothes. We need to do that more.
I know.
I almost texted when I had to go to the wedding.
What?
I was like, I know Sid has cute dresses.
I have a few. All
Yeah.
midi though. I don't wear like short ones. I don't.
I like midi.
I'm weird about that.
I like midi too,
And that's
especially
like
for
the
a
one thing
wedding.
for me. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. Last thing I'm going to say about relevancy in clothing, like all the 90s and 80s stuff coming back. And it's like, I'm not kidding you. I like commend. Yeah. I don't know the word I'm trying to use. Like girls that can like go wear that style and fucking rock it and they look so good and so edgy and chic. If I came over with like a Juicy Couture tank top on and a big like dog chain necklace, like what would you say? Like, come on. Seriously, what would you say? And so like I'm chuggy, I'm off trend or whatever the heck that word is. I don't even know what that even means. Like chuggy over here with my Ugg boots. And it's like, but it's like, what does that even mean? Why? That's not my style. I don't look good in that. I can't be relevant in that. And I don't care. And I'm going to wear my Uggs because they were expensive as shit.
There's also a whole other conversation about certain trends only looking good on extremely thin women.
I know. Yeah.
That, especially the low-rise jeans, like, and this being like they can wear anything. And that's just a whole nother topic.
That's
because
a whole nother
A lot of the
conversation.
in trends are for those body types because it's like fashion week and
They
all
totally
that stuff.
tend to that.
And versus like athletic girls like me, like there's no way I'd be wearing low-rise jeans. Like my butt would be like overflowing off the top.
Overflowing.
And my muffin top would also be overflowing.
Muffin top in the front and the back.
Yeah.
I will say the coolest people I think are the ones that are like, yeah, I thrifted this.
Yes.
And they made this sick ass outfit out of it. And they're like, yeah, I got this at a thrift store. And this is like my mom's pair of jeans and whatever. And I've had this since, and I'm like,
I love.
holy shit. I'm like, you are so cool. Like,
I actually love
let
bragging.
me go look at my Forever 21 outfits that I have. Sorry.
I love bragging about how cheap my outfits are sometimes. I'm
I
like,
know.
this was $12. This was $13. This was $24.
Can I bring up something random?
Yeah.
Have you seen that people are posting on TikTok that people on Shein or like people ordering Shein are finding on the tags like, please help me? Have you heard this?
No.
Apparently it's like a thing.
Sex trafficking?
No, or just like being overworked or poor working conditions or living conditions or just like not old enough to be working maybe. But like literally if you look it up, Shein, TikTok, like tags or something, literally people will show their clothes and be like, look what this says. Like on the inside of the tag.
So whoever's packaging it is...
Package or making the tags wrote something else.
Oh, that's not
Isn't
good.
that horrifying?
Fast fashion right there.
Exactly. Oh,
Crap,
God.
I was literally just looking at Shein the other day.
Oh,
I won't be
geez.
ordering
Sorry.
from them now.
Not to make you feel
No.
like guilty for doing that.
But that is also the thing. It's like if you do have the means and you know that that a good dress will last you longer than a cheap fast fashion dress, yes, like opt for the local brands. Like do your best to support as much as you can.
Yeah.
But just find the balance, I guess, because like we can't tell you to like stop. Like I can't tell myself to like stop ordering and buying things from Forever 21, but like do what you can do to support those brands that are local, maybe reshare, and do what you can to, maybe expose those fast fashion, like even that Shein thing.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Try small boutiques in your area, like thrift boutiques too. There's a lot of cool ones in Minneapolis, uptown area. Urban Jungle is really sick, but they are more expensive, but they're really cool. So anyway, good ideas.
Yeah. And like no matter what you're wearing, just accessorize it to the max. And people always are like, dang, you got to go on, add a hat, add earrings, add a necklace, like cool socks. Like, I don't know. It's just like find your groove and you'll be relevant if you think you're relevant, especially when it comes to fashion. It's how you wear it, not what you're wearing.
Yes, honey. Clap, clap, snap,
Clap,
snap.
clap, snap, snap. All right. So we're also going to end with relevancy in social media.
Jeez.
We know not everyone is like huge on social media, but you kind of have to be this age and time. If you're on Instagram, you do have a little bit of pressure either by posting or you're looking at other people's feeds.
And you're going to feel some sort of way.
Yeah.
I think the most frustrating thing for me is like, I've never felt like super comfortable. Even if you see I have like a selfie on there or something like that, I don't really enjoy taking like photos of myself. Like I don't feel good when I do that. Like, but it is my page. It's my feed. It's of me. Right. And like, I don't enjoy like videos of myself really, even though like I'm literally on the podcast and you can go watch me do it.
That's different though, because you're talking versus like setting up your camera and having to be like, hey guys, this is makeup I got from,
Oh, it's like it makes me cringe inside. But really, truly, my worry is like, shit, if I told you this the other day, I'm like, I got to like start doing TikToks more. Like what if Instagram just goes away or like whatever. And I'm just like this nobody on TikTok. The only reason I say that and I care is because I have a podcast.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a two F's if I didn't have a platform and I work in social media and branding. Like I should probably know how to do it on my own page. But the problem is I put so much effort into other pages, I don't have time for my own.
Yeah. It's a hard balance.
Weird, right?
And even just brands right now are like, oh, we got to get a TikTok. We got to do this. We got to make reels now. Okay. I feel like Ben can be better at chatting about this.
Oh my God.
But like, just staying on top of trends even is so difficult. So like a trend that is, trending, I guess, you have to make the trend within the next couple days or else it's old. And I don't got time for that.
Got time to be on the trends. No fucking way. I literally wrote down like, I wrote these down. I'm like, skincare products that you see. All of a sudden I spent $100 on a skincare product. Now, poof, now it's gone. Nope.
Yep.
Everyone wants to use CeraVe again. Everyone's using CeraVe. No one's using that product. I literally said like, no, don't start Botox. It's not a trend. No, start Botox now. You have to start Botox now because you can't, like this is all on social media. It's like, you want to be proactively like preventing aging. No, Botox is horrible for you. It's like,
I'm confused
what
about Botox now too.
I'm like, which one? What am I supposed to be doing? I don't fucking know. Like, and I don't know. Like I said, like Instagram's gonna die. No, TikTok's gonna die. La la la. It's like, this is welcome to my brain. Do you want to be up here with me? Because it's sometimes it's terrible.
Ben, what do you have to say about staying on top of trends on social?
To be honest, the only reason I'm able to do it is because I literally have somebody who helps me scroll through TikTok. That's like kind of the only way that I can keep up with it with how busy I am. I just try not to put any pressure. Like if you're a creator and you want to make content, like just make anything. Like as long as it brings you like fulfillment. Like a lot of my videos, yeah, it's cool that they get views, but a lot of the times I'm laughing at them a lot harder than probably anybody else is laughing at them. So like there's such like a big mindset around certain aspects of social media. Like have you ever seen someone post something like make Instagram not casual again, or like have you ever seen that where
Yes,
people are
I
like
have.
No.
they the Instagram post is supposed to be something like perfect, like pretty and like showing how awesome your life is, and sometimes people will post something like like make Instagram casual again or something like that.
Like it was very curated
Yeah.
versus like being like a casual candid photo.
Yeah, and like but the thing is like Instagram can be super casual. Like you just have this thing in your head that like I have to post the best thing because it's a competition, and that's a whole thing that I think it would be really interesting to see a study of our generation versus like the generation coming up now about how they picture social media, because like we were the ones that grew up with that kind of mindset, but I don't see that with the younger generation. The younger generation is like, this is what I want to share with my friends. It doesn't have to be super well
Really?
curated.
I feel like it'd be opposite.
Well, I think it's like, a lot of these kids are growing up with like spam accounts, or they don't even put their face on it. They just make it anonymous and they put like funny pictures that they find on the internet or funny memes. Like that's kind of that's a lot of my followers. That's what they do. Like a lot of people will be like, I love your videos, and I'll just check out their profile. And that's a majority of their profiles. Like you don't even know what they look like. They're just kind of posting whatever they want.
And I think you're coming from a different side, because the shit that comes up on my Instagram is perfectly curated, and fashion
Beautiful.
bloggers, girls with fitness bods, like, so there's all realms, and I think you can kind of find what works for you.
Absolutely.
I'll say in terms of content, like I will not post content if I don't like it. Like I won't be consistent with it. So for example, TikTok trends, I mean, you both know this. Like I'm kind of, for example, my personal TikTok, please don't follow it. It's just not, it's cringe. But my personal
mine.
TikTok, if I do any trend, I get decent views, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
If I do my own content that I made up in my head and I talk to the camera, I'll get more views, because I felt better making the video. I felt authentic. I felt like it was me. And yet like people can see that. So it's like, for me, I personally, yes, with Straight Candid, we can hop on trends. We got this. Like we can do it.
We'll do our
But with
trendy
my
little-
personal accounts, like I want to do what feels like me. And I think that's like, you should be able to do that too, because you know what makes you feel like you.
Yeah,
know?
exactly. I don't know. My thing was like I made one like get ready with me video. Like it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, but it was so cash.
And you love,
And it was so
doing
easy.
that.
It was so easy because I enjoy sharing, like I got this at this, like I got this at this if you want to go get it, like whatever, or like don't buy this. I bought it and it's not worth it. I'm over it. I wouldn't wear it. But it's like I was like, oh, I can create stuff like that, or like it just was something funny that came in my head, and like
Yeah.
then I feel like more like me. But don't feel the pressure. It's like, so fucking what? I don't have followers on TikTok. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I have some on Instagram, not more than the next person or the next person. Who cares? Like it shouldn't matter. But yet we have this preconceived notion of like being relevant in like I should be because my job, or I should be because how are my friends going to know what I'm up to, or like all these things. And that's just life. Like you have to try to push off those expectations and just try to just stay in your damn lane and do something for you, because it's never going away.
Yeah.
Trust me. I'm 25 and it's not going anywhere.
And if you are one of those people listening that you're like, girl, I don't even really use Instagram, I just look at other people's Instagram, also know that it's everyone
That's
else's
actually
highlight reel. And it's not real.
It's also not good for the brain.
Yeah.
Ben told me the other day that he literally just posts. He doesn't really like scroll through anything.
I don't
Like
either.
he's literally shaking his head.
It's selfish,
No.
but I don't either.
But guess what? Do you feel better about yourself?
Oh yeah, totally.
There you go.
And it's also like this sounds terrible, but I'm just so like wrapped up in me and what I'm doing. Like I can't care about what other people think about me. Like
I do the same thing. I've mentioned this on the podcast too. I'll have to type in your name to see if you've posted.
Well, same here.
I literally, TikTok is something I scroll through. Instagram, I can't remember the last time I've scrolled through Instagram. I don't do that.
I don't do that either, but you know what I do? I watch stories if
Stories I
I'm
watch,
extremely
yeah.
bored. And usually what I'm doing is I'm clicking through, like kind of half-ass paying attention. And usually I'm thinking about like, oh gosh, today's been kind of a busy day. Like, or like, oh, I'm going to go do this tonight. And I'm just clicking aimlessly through every single person's story. I'm like, what am I doing on here? And then I put my phone down. I'm like, whoa.
I also really
was I
like
doing?
that stories put like you somehow they know your most important people first.
Yeah, you're
and
always
I'm like,
there.
Oh, I'm like, ooh, Candid Sid. And I'm like, ooh,
I
straight
know
Candid.
Ben is there. Soph's there. A few other people.
Ben, you're not on mine. I'm sorry.
You're
No,
on
you're
mine.
fine.
I might have muted you. Just kidding.
Oh, I was like, oh my God, beef.
But I may have.
Literally
Just
beef.
kidding.
Oh, no, stop. You did not.
No, I always comment
Not on
your
our
shit.
sweet Ben.
No, I for me, I have always admired how much you guys are good on your stories because like I hate that. Like I hate the like this is what I'm doing today. Like
I love
look at my
it.
food.
I want to vlog so bad.
You should.
Why not?
I know. I just don't know how to edit. Pat. Why can't
Dude, were you starting a rap? Were you starting a rap?
I just had a seizure.
Pat. I got you. Go.
Pat.
Hey.
Pat. I just had a seizure.
That was kind of scary. I'm like, oh God, I'm going to smack her. She's choking.
Plant Daddy said he's going to learn how to edit. And so I'll just video and I'm big
Oh,
vlog.
here I am.
Oh gosh. Okay.
By the way, sorry if I'm total turd brain, you guys. I came from a long ass weekend and my right eye, I'm trying not to pay attention to it, feels like it's being like pulled out of my head. That's how bad it hurts.
You're not turd brain. I'm turd brain.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. But
What's happening over here? Are you okay?
no.
Seriously, are you
Help
good?
me.
Help me. I watched Bridesmaids on the plane. That doesn't like even matter at all. What? You have to
Nothing.
say something.
I'm
You're
just-
not saying it.
That's because I was pausing. We don't edit this podcast. I just needed a moment to think for 10 seconds.
Okay, how about
And
this?
since we don't edit this podcast, we have to continue talking all the time. And sometimes I'm just not ready.
Okay, fair enough. I watched Bridesmaids on the plane and there was a colonial, the colonial woman wing
Yeah.
thing. And then she goes and calls like, okay, stove. And his name's like,
Oh, yeah,
his name's Steve. I audibly laughed out loud. Like I was like, and then I realized I'm on the plane next to people and I just like sat back and I just was like,
I was me at the
just
gym.
trying to be so chill.
I was walking on the treadmill. Wait, you know this?
No. I do this all the time at the gym.
At the gym, I scroll through TikToks when I'm walking sometimes, like incline walking it or something. And there was the funniest TikTok. And I like couldn't help it. Like I was covering my mouth, like, like laughing. People next to me were like, what is she doing?
Little nerd.
It happens all the time. Oh, I think I saved the TikTok.
Okay, you got to show it to me.
Okay, long story short, thanks for listening about staying relevant. It's not always a bad thing. I think it is important to kind of like, in terms of staying relevant in life, like always keep your open mind, seek knowledge, just continue to learn and evolve as the world is evolving. I don't think that's a bad thing. Know that you can change your mind, you can change your fashion, you can change your friends, you can change parts of your traits, personalities. Like you do learn about yourself as you're trying to maintain relevancy. It's not always bad.
Things are only bad when you make perception of them bad. Like I hated social media until I realized that actually social media is kind of a good thing for a lot of things. And
Fun.
I like intake things. I stayed up to date on like everything going on abortion wise, true, on social media. And I don't know, just be open-minded, learn, like you said, like keep learning and don't do or make sense of things as relevancy as like, oh, I need to be the coolest it person and on all the it things. It's like, do what makes you feel good. And if you want to share, great. And if you want to keep up with these friends, great. But just put yourself first.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
All right, I have a listener straight kind of moment. Shall I go for it?
I'm ready for you.
Okay, so she wrote in, she emailed us, and she said, actually, you guys are going to have to interpret this for me. I think I figured it out, but I want to hear what you have to think.
Okay.
I recently had my second baby. My husband and I waited 6 long weeks to be intimate again. The night finally came and we were both so sexually frustrated that we didn't waste any time. In the midst of foreplay, I unknowingly told him, I want you to run a train on me. He looked at me confused and said, babe, what the fuck? So I said it again. I want you to run a train on me. He asked if I know what it meant and I said, yeah, I want to go multiple rounds tonight. Safe to say I killed the mood and also to clarify, I do not want to be gangbanged.
Wait, what?
Love the podcast.
Oh
Is that what
my
you thought?
God.
Run a train on me?
Run train means to be like
Gang.
banged by multiple people.
Okay. So she didn't know that. So she was trying to say something sexual.
She was trying to be like sexy talk
Yeah,
a
she
little
was
bit,
like,
like comfortable
Yeah,
and
I
like
want you
fun.
to. She's like, I want you to run train on me, and he's like,
He's like, what?
He's
the
like,
hell?
we have a baby.
He's like, geez.
We have a child next door.
Oh my God.
The next room.
The next room over, like literally next door at the other house.
I just thought that
my
was
God.
cute. Because
I know,
when
I
you're
go,
like,
what?
you know, when you're just like really turned on, you just want to say some weird things.
Well, you're trying to be like fun and sexy and flirty.
Mhm.
Like, oh my God. And then you're just like, oh, sorry, I'm the creep over here.
What's
like,
your
geez.
like go-to line when you're really turned on? Do you have one? Or like something you've said that's embarrassing in the middle?
I mean, I've said someone else's name.
With Jordan?
No, not with Jordan.
Okay, good. That's funny. I've accidentally like thought it and almost have said it. Not with Planted either, but in a
did
previous
say it.
relationship.
I did say it.
That's funny.
It was horrifying. It was the scariest thing I've ever done. I literally was just like, my face
What
went
did he
straight. And I was
do?
like, haha.
Did he stop?
No,
He was like, fuck this.
no, literally. And I don't think we ever talked about it ever again. But we definitely didn't last very long after that.
Maybe he thought it was just, you just like pretend it didn't happen.
No, yeah, I just was like,
You just kept going. Her head's
taking side.
bobbing.
I know, like bobbing all around. I'm like, oh
Ben,
God.
Ben, what's your go-to?
I don't.
It's in the moment.
Yeah, it's in the moment. I don't know. I feel like every girl likes to be called good girl now. Like just hit him with a quick little good girl.
Oh wait, what? I don't think
like
I
it.
ever would be want to be
Really?
called.
No way.
I don't like it.
That's hilarious.
Wait.
Oh, dude, the girls I've been with love that.
That's because
shit.
I know
Wait,
the type of.
really?
That's because I know the type of girls you're with.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
would like to be called good
Oh
girl.
yeah.
Oh my God. I don't want to be a good girl.
No. Maybe it's just because
Oh.
Ben's our friend, but
I know.
But
Yeah,
think of
that's
Jordan.
fair.
Think of Jordan calling you good girl.
No, I'm not a dog. And if I was, I'll bite you.
Honestly, yeah. I just think, to be honest though, I'd rather a guy risk trying to say something than not say anything at all. I'd hate when people are silent.
It's awkward.
I want some noise. I want some reassurance. I want something.
With that, I think I have a migraine. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Should we do Manscaped ad?
Yeah, I do have like a migraine.
Do you ever ask a question and hopes
know.
to answer it, but it's fine. Move on.
Wait,
Wait, what is yours? What is?
No, I don't have it anymore. It's past.
why? No,
What?
go
you have to-
ahead.
hey, I just exposed myself here. You have to.
No,
too.
Come on.
I feel like I have one that's funny that I've said. That's kind of
Okay,
weird.
go ahead.
I think I've done it multiple times too, but like, you know, when you're really turned on, you're having a sexual intercourse with someone.
Yes.
You like want to be in like one,
oh.
you like want to be in like one body. So like I have said, like, I just want to be in the same like skin suit. And I say it a lot.
Okay,
It's just like, you just want to be like,
Silence of the Lambs
like,
over here.
or I've said like, I just want you to like eat me, like engulf me, like eat me.
Like during.
That could be interpreted differently, I guess. That one I can see being like working.
But like I just wanted to be like swallowed up.
okay. I'm just looking at you being like, yeah.
I feel like I've
do
only
say that
like
sometimes.
said like the same skin suit thing, but like after I'll be like, you know, you just want to be like,
That's a creepy movie, by the way, and he like does like suits of people like with their skin. So
You been
I wouldn't say
Centipede?
that. No, it's called Silence of the Lambs.
oh,
Hey, you know about this movie, right? Oh my God, you guys! It's Hitchcock. Albert Hitchcock.
I've heard of it, Sid. Yeah, that's like
That's his name,
like
I think. Yeah.
My mom, like my mom, have seen that.
It's a creepy movie.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
You know what isn't creepy though?
Okay.
You know what isn't creepy?
What?
There's a certain confidence that comes with a fresh shave. There's an aura, a vibe. You know the feeling. And you can see that confidence when someone is well groomed. Well, call it the BGE, big groomed energy. And there's only one way to get that BGE. Manscaped. We'd like to introduce you to their best and biggest ultimate hygiene bundle yet, the Platinum Package 4.0. Manscaped is a leader in men's below-the-waist grooming, and you can now trust them with the rest of his body. Join the 4 million individuals worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code CANDID20.
And you guys, just make sure you and your man don't forget to apply their aluminum-free ultra premium deodorant for that cologne quality scent on the go. But it's not just his pits that stink. We know his balls can stink too.
Oh.
Get 20%
geez.
off and free shipping with the code CANDID20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code CANDID20. Unlock your big groomed energy with Manscaped. And remember, when he trims the hedges, the tree stands taller.
Oh.
So I know you guys are like, we are ladies. Why do we keep listening to your Manscaped? First
Well,
of
tell
all,
him then. Tell him.
I seriously do use their shaver, and buy it for like, it's a great little gift to have just at your place. Use the code Candid20. And then when it's your brother's birthday, your dad, like there's so many good things in there that aren't creepy to give to your family.
Well, yeah.
too.
Or like a sibling's boyfriend or sibling,
Yeah.
like whatever, like a sibling present.
Their chapstick is
Their
bomb.
chapstick. Yep.
So good.
Body wash, like shampoo. I don't know, a shampoo and conditioner for guys or whatever. I feel like it's weird and you can never pick the right smells.
I use the body wash because I love the smell of it.
It does smell so clean. I used to be obsessed with like Axe deodorant.
Yes,
Do you remember that?
I actually love the smell of Axe. Like in the shower, I love that like cheap boy
like,
smell.
Yeah, like the cheap perfume or whatever cologne, I guess it is. Yeah, I love
Aunt
that.
Daddy's like, no, I want to
yeah.
use like my coconut one. I'm like, no, use the Manscaped.
Whatever makes you smell like a middle school,
Yeah,
like a Hollister.
I do. I
Yeah.
love that.
Oh, that's creepy. I know. Oh, I said middle school. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. I just meant like Hollister days. You'd go in there and like you'd
Whatever
see
makes
the
you
shirtless guy on the big
Whatever
like, thing.
makes you smell like a 12-year-old.
Oh my God, I'm creeped out. I have to go. Okay, I love you all. Hopefully this was a fun episode. Remember, write a review, please. We
I
love
just
ya.
started waving.
Wave. She waves. We're
I'm
going to wave
waving.
to you. We love
Thank
you.
you for listening, you guys.
We appreciate the hell out of you. Enjoy your 4th of July, damn it. Go do something fun,
Yeah.
but be safe, will ya?
Follow us at Straight Candid Podcast and at Candid Soph.
At Candid Sid.
And at Ben Sarbacher.
We
All
love
right,
you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.